Oh, my name's Fox, right? So Digimon Fox, and I want to make another video. Gee, I need to fix my hair. That's what happens when you don't freaking brush right. But I just finished watching Digimon versus Pokemon Death Battle. I like the outcome. Spoilers for this, but spoilers for this. So if you want to skip whatever, but this stuff, Agumon wins. Awesomeness. I love Digimon. And everyone who likes Pokemon is probably going to hate me now, but I do like Pokemon too. If you didn't see it, I'm not sure when this is going to come out. It might come out to the day that this aired, which I probably will upload that, or I'll upload it next time. But I need videos for later on, so I'm sorry if this comes out later on. But I liked the battle. It was pretty freaking fun. I'll say right now, Agumon is one of my favorites. Favorite Digimon. Especially War Greymon is definitely one of my favorite Digimon. Him and then like Garurumon's evolutions, Digivolutions, and so on. But it was pretty fun fight. I was watching it, I'm like, okay, this is freaking awesome. And then battling when Greymon started beating the crap out of Agumon, or like I think we started being a War Greymon, I'm like, fudge, no, Greymon, get him, War Greymon. Just go, music turns on, bust out time, dot punch the crap out of Red. War Greymon comes up and uses a freaking knocks Charizard into freaking Red, and then uses a freaking Digi Spirit Bomb and blows up Red and Charizard. I've been saying Greymon this entire time, haven't I? But that was freaking awesome. Charizard also is one of my favorite Pokemon. FYI, I have played from, well, not Red. Well, I played from Blue, and the only really reason why I played from Blue is because my uncle found a Game Boy cartridge on the ground, and it was the Blue, and he's like, "Here, you can have this." I'm like, "Cool!" And I played it, and it was fun. It was fun. I don't think I ever actually beat it, although I did start replaying it with Geis and Scolder. So check out that Let's Play. We haven't finished it, but check it out if you want. But yeah, the fight was pretty cool. It was pretty epic. War Greymon was freaking awesome. He was one of my favorite transformations, because he was just awesome. And I remember once my brother had the toy of him. I'm like, I want that. I didn't get it. Man, I should grab one of my Digimon toys. But those are in the freaking bin. Because I don't have, I have one Digimon that's like a black dragon with red wings and like a visor thing. I know where he is, but I don't know where. And I also had like the season, I think it was series 3 Garurumon, where they transformed into the Digimon, which was one of my favorite seasons because that was freaking awesome. But I did like the fight. It was cool. The animation was good. It was pretty funny with Red trying to capture Greymon and just bonk. The Pokeball just kept bouncing off. I'm like, you're an idiot. But it was awesome. Also, the entire time I was watching this, I'm thinking like, even if Greymon quote unquote loses, he technically didn't lose because it's a death battle and Digimon can't die unless under special circumstances, which I'm not even quite sure what those special circumstances are really. But I would say I'm not really sure, because I brought up in the one where that one guy could do a Falcon Punch to a Digimon to Digivolve his Agumon. So I don't know exactly what the circumstances were for a Digimon being deleted. Apparently, I think it was if they brought it out outside of the Digi world. I'm not sure, but either way, a Digimon really can't, or a Digimon quote unquote dies, and then he is reborn as an egg, which then can be trained back to becoming strong again. So either way, you're screwed, Pokemon. But I think you got Pokemon is pretty cool though, and though that Mega Evolution freaking is a Digi Evolution, it's a temporary transformation. That's something straight from the. I'm not even sure the video games. Well, if I remember correctly, my Digivice, well, at least the one on my phone, if he died, you always had to go back to an egg. But but also like in the show, Digimon gets hurt enough, he turns back into a regular his regular form. That's basically the same thing for the new for the Digimon. That's the same thing for Pokemon. They Mega Evolution to a stronger form, and then, well, I'm not sure if they get hurt, but at the end of the thing, they revert back to their younger, quote unquote, younger or weaker state. Same freaking thing. Mind you, I still love the Mega Evolution, especially since Lucario is the first one to get the Mega Evolution Stone, which is one of my favorite characters. But I don't have, hold on, I don't have any of my Digimon with me, sadly, but... Ah, damn, I dropped my phone. But I do have Lucario, my favorite Pokemon. Mwah! Especially since he shares a name with my dog, Luke. But anyways, Lucario is one of my favorite characters, Pokemon, and he is just freaking awesome. I want to get a Mega Evolution toy of him, but yeah, the battle was pretty fun. The action was awesome. I was at the end thinking like, oh fudge, no, don't die on me, Wargreymon, don't you die on me! But luckily he pulled through using a freaking Digi Spirit Bomb, and also Ty just running up, take this mother, and just knocked the fudge out of Red. Which if I remember correctly, Ty did beat the crap out of a few people. Well, mostly Matt, but yeah. Not to mention, there's not really a rule in Digimon that says you can't do that, other than Pokemon, which I think it is quote somewhat of a rule. And I was spending the last few minutes. I was actually going through the comments like before I started reading this, which was which also another thing. I think about it. There's actually an entire season, because I just brought it up, about a Digidestin going up to a monster and then punching him in the face. So people who say Ty punching Red is out of character or something that shouldn't be allowed. And there's been a lot more crazy stuff happening in this series. But that was probably one of my favorite ones, but yeah, like that was a cool fight. That was a cool battle and stuff. Digimon probably overpowered, but like also I'm like reading the comments, and of course everyone who likes Pokemon is freaking angry. A lot of people are like, what the fuck is Digimon? Which I don't know if they're kidding or not, but Digimon came out, I think, a little bit after Pokemon, if I remember correctly. If I remember correctly, I saw when the first season came out of Digimon, and I followed it up to the movie. I'm not sure what the fudge happened after that. After that was Ty's sister and the new Ty. And then you go a little further, and then I believe Series 3 was then the one where they could transform into Digimon, which was freaking awesome. The wolf one for that one was one of my favorites, him and the new one. Especially when they freaking transformed into the Digimon, which was pretty cool, which made them Digimon superheroes. After that was... I don't know. I think I lost track after that again. I came back to Falcon Punch season, which was just freaking hilarious, because a dude effing Falcon punches a Digimon to evolution. Though that kind of bugged me a bit, because I'm like, fudge, man! And also the parts where he evolved into things that weren't from the original series. But then again, I guess different digital building or something like that. I don't know. I have those Digimon toys too. Those are in my freaking... Wait. Excuse me, Digimon Pokemon cards. Actually, I got Stardust Dragon. I actually got from fudge. I actually got Stardust Dragon from a pack, which was freaking awesome. Well, I couldn't find that. I thought I had my Digimon toys, but I guess those were the little things. I have a lot of things I've collected over the years, but that was like from the Falcon Punch season, but that's I guess in the bin. But yeah, it was fun, but like a lot of people really get angry about these things on the comments, and I'm like, don't. Like, I understand, like, just so I can sync it up just in case, but I understand that you love the series. I really do. I love many series. I love Sonic the Hedgehog, and people get angry the fudge out of a lot of things. But well, actually, if you can see, Sonic's up there. Because I like pointing at crap that's behind me of all the stuff I collected, I guess. But why get angry? Like, okay, yeah, like plus a lot of people are yelling, "Oh, if Ash wouldn't have punched him, Red would have won." Technically, infinite amount of possibilities. Red could possibly win. But infinite amount of possibilities probably means that it's probably less likely. Well, not less likely. Majority of the battles might be won by Charizard. Unless by some random circumstance, like, let's say, an outside force or something effed with it, then Charizard could win. The infinite amount of possibilities mean there'd be an even amount somewhat through the infinite possibilities of everything that would happen. Thus, whatever. But just like everyone's like, oh, he should have won. Yeah, if something else would have happened, or if Wargreymon was somewhat weaker or something, but Wargreymon 1 is a lot stronger, and I don't know how much calling Digimon a ripoff of Pokemon is really somewhat accurate, because originally Digimon were the boy equivalent to Tamagotchi, which actually, now let me look that up real quick. Because the whole thing was that, let me see, Tamagotchi release February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. All right. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 months. Pokemon had 9 months on Tamagotchi, which was the first Digimon. And they're both in the same year. So awesome. I actually saw catch a lot of that were coming up. So they came out the same year. Tamagotchi was the first one. Well, Pokemon came out before, but Tamagotchi was the first one. Then Tamagotchi wanted to expand out to boys. So what did they do? They made not darker, but that a more boyish type, quote unquote boyish type monsters that they could use. How can they make it better? Have allowed them to where you can make them evolve and battle. Let me see, when did Digimon come out? Digimon came out a year later. Similar in style and concept to Tamagotchi, it was planned by Wiz and released by Bandai. A simple concept for Tamagotchi, mainly for boys. It came out a year later, well, somewhat a year, it came out in June. So, so yes, it's somewhat similar, but it was originally it was Tamagotchi, and both of them came out about roughly around the same time frame. So saying that it's a ripoff, kind of not true. Not to mention, since Pokemon's more about multiple Digimon, it's I was gonna compare it to Mario and Zelda in a sense, where Mario was a straight platformer sideways, while Mario and Zelda, yeah. Zelda was more open world, where it's kind of similar to that, where Pokemon's kind of more Zelda-ish. Actually, that would be a pretty well compared comparison. Since Pokemon is more of a Zelda-ish type game, where it's more of an open world, you go out and you find multiple Pokemon, find secrets, stuff like that. While Digimon is more reliant on a certain one, not really one note, but one certain thing, where you train it and you grow and then battle. If anything, Digimon had multiplayer battles before Digimon had multiplayer battles. Well, no, I would say had before Pokemon. Now I think about it, because you could apparently do that with the old ones, but you have to use the cable. Whatever. But either way, it was pretty freaking awesome. Not to mention, Pokemon has really done. If you think about it, Pokemon might have been. Pokemon is somewhat of a big hit onto things also, since you have things like Pokemon, not Mario, Mega Man NT Warrior, which had a similar setup with Digimon, and then you also have Legends. My freaking gosh, Shonen Jump, bring back Legends. Legends with a Z at the end, because poor literacy is cool. But that was freaking awesome, and apparently they had another version that was before Shonen Jump. I watched the anime of that, it was awesome. that was different from the Shonen Jump one, which I liked also, and I wanted those toys. I wanted those freaking toys. I probably will buy them at some point, but yeah, like... But yeah, like, people get angry about it. I'm like, why? Like, Superman versus Dragon Ball Z is probably going to be the new one. But one thing I'll say about that is, I've said it before in other videos, Goku probably should have won, if only because Kai could have been considered quote-unquote magic in a sense, is I would say, because it's somewhat of a spiritual energy, which a lot of times spiritual energy can be attributed to magic, or magic is a type of spiritual energy. And I believe mystics and stuff like that count as you channeling spiritual energy, so I would say that Kamehameha should have hurt Superman, if only being that should have been the weakness. Other than that, no, take that out of the equation. Superman's kicking the living snot out of Goku. But as we saw. But yeah, like they say like it's a ripoff. Not really, because it originally was a Tamagotchi for boys, so it's not really a ripoff, more as it's just the male equivalent of a training pet that came out roughly around the same time as Pokemon. So, maybe there's an interview out there that says, yeah, we just stole straight from Pokemon. But then, in turn, Pokemon stole from Digimon with the Mega Evolutions. So, you have people ripping. So if Digimon is somewhat of a knockoff or a ripoff, then Pokemon is a ripoff of Digimon also with the Mega Evolutions, which even Ben 10 took with the Mega Evolutions for the freaking aliens. Which Shaman King also did a Pokemon spin-off too, if I remember correctly, because I had one. I had the game for that. Spirit of the Wolf, I think it was. But, that's beside the point. But either way, a lot of people rip off from other people in this. But I highly doubt Digimon was ripped off because it originally was Tamagotchi. Which I wonder how long it would take for them back then, which was like 1996, so I guess maybe not that long ago. But then again, computer has jumped since then. I wonder how long it would have taken for them to like, oh, look at this Pokemon stuff. Well, let's try to rip that off and rip it off in a way where it's nice little characters for girls to grow and then turn into battling ones. Which I love how Yu-Gi-Oh, the original Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Zero, actually had Tamagotchis in it, which was pretty cool. Actually, Digimon. But yeah, tell me what you guys think about it in the comments below. Tell me if you liked the fight. I liked it. But you know what? Thank you for watching. Check out all my videos. If you want to check out Pokemon videos that I've done, check out me, guys, and Skolder playing Pokemon, I think it was Red. Yeah, but the updated version online, the MMO, on my channel. But thank you for watching, and we will see you later.